He's starting to notice other people around him, our family. Maybe we look a little different.
We know that those questions are going to start coming up.
I'm Florence Ann Romano, former nanny and child care expert. I'm on a mission to empower families with everyday challenges. This is the Windy City Nanny.
My name is Ryan.
I'm Steve.
We are both attorneys. We have a 20-month-old son named Silas. He's very inquisitive.
And we know that sooner or later, the topic of how our family was created will come up.
I hope that Florence Ann can help us broach the subject of Silas's adoption with him in an age-appropriate manner.
And look at this little man. Hi, guys. Thanks for having me.
Oh, we're very excited to have you here.
I'm excited to hear all about you. So, tell me about you and your family.
We met about 10, 11 years ago, and it's been...
Wedded bliss ever since.
And what about Silas's journey? How did you decide to start a family?
What attracted us to each other, aside from our dashing good looks, is that we both were very family oriented.
Ever since we met, we had talked about starting a family. And, there's lots of different ways to go about it. But we thought that adoption was the best route. To us, it was, there's lots of kids who need a home. And we knew that we had the love to provide.
It took a long time for us to get Silas, a little bit over 2 years.
We also had several ups and downs throughout the process. We were matched with a birth mom. She was supposed to be going in for the birth, and we were waiting for the call, and the call never came.
We had a friend's baby shower, a family baby shower. Everything was set up. We were ready.
We were ready.
And then
the room was set up.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
And so I think it did feel like a loss for us. Adoption is not for the faint of heart.
But you kept going back, because it was important to you to have a child.
Yes.
And that's what kept you going. What was it like holding him for the first time and bringing him home?
We had wanted it for so long to build our family, and to hold him in our arms, it was amazing.
Oh my God. Yeah, it was a surreal moment. You don't believe that it's going to happen, and then when it does, you're like, oh.
Right.
Well, now we have to take care of this child.
Life's no longer just about you guys.
Yeah.
It totally changes. So Silas is getting older. So what are some challenges in your family currently?
Well, I think Silas, being the age he is, he's starting to notice other people around him. And I think that, our family, we being two dads, I think that maybe we look a little different. We get questions from people all the time.
Yes, we do.
Where did you get him? Or where is he from? What is he? He's a baby. But,
at least you have a sense of humor about it.
we try, and you have to.
Yes,
you have to.
right.
I mean, that's okay that people can ask questions, I think, because, I think that's fine. But at the same time, we don't want Silas to think that there's anything really different,
or wrong. Necessarily.
Exactly.
Right.
I mean, this is all that he knows.
Right,
he doesn't, other family structures. I mean, he sees friends of ours, but he isn't taught that any of that matters. Like we're all families, we're all the same. But we still do, we know that those questions are going to start coming up.
Well, it's one of the reasons why we called you here today, because we could really use your help.
So, being that he's 20 months old, you still have a little bit of time before you're able to have that conversation. But, he is perceptive to, the energy around him, people around him, the way, he's necessarily picking up on how people are treating you guys as a family.
Yeah.
So the challenges ahead of you having those conversations, have you given thought about how you want to frame it?
Well, we're hoping that you can help us frame it.
Well, that's unprecedented.
But I mean, I think that, I think the major points that we want to instill and ensure that he understands is that his family, while it might look different than most of his friends, we're still a family, we love each other.
I want him to know that we loved him so much, even before he was born, that we went through this process, that his birth mom also loved him so much that she wanted to give him a good life.
There's a way to bring levity to it and not make it so heavy and that it has to be this, doldrums conversation. It's again, this brightness to it of we loved you so much and, we wanted you to be a part of our family. We have a lot of adoption in our family too. And my grandmother always said that once you were mine, that's all that matters. You were mine. And that's what you've done for Silas.
This is a child that has, 10, 12 aunts and uncles,
my gosh.
so much family, and is loved by so many people.
So you clearly have an enormous village that you're able to lean on and be there to love and support. So in this village, other than just your family, which is phenomenal that you have, and who also is going to be a big part of the dialogue that you have with Silas as he gets older about, his family and the family unit and how it really isn't different than any other family. As you've built your village here, do you have same-sex couples that also have children that are a part of your lives in a big way?
That is probably one thing that we should probably start getting more involved with.
I agree.
I do follow some groups on Facebook, but I haven't we haven't reached out or done any of the activities.
For Silas, in his life, no matter what the circumstances of the family, you want him to have outside influences, role models, different experiences, different cultures, to be a well-rounded, kind, tolerant human being in this world. So if you start exposing him to different same-sex couples that you might be friends with, it's a way for him to feel like he's fitting in.
Yeah.
Because the worst thing any child, of course, wants to feel as they grow up that they're different. There's that time period where being different could just mean you wore the wrong headband, been there, done it, awful. So there's still trauma there, obviously. We'll talk about that next. So, that's what children don't want to feel. And it's not because of the circumstances he is in that he would necessarily feel that way. That's just how children feel in general. They're sensitive to anything that's off.
Yeah.
So if he has this surrounding, this environment where he's able to relate to so many different kids, then he doesn't feel so isolated or so alone. And it's a great place for you to lean on people because you can ask, how did you talk to your child about, their adoption journey? Surrounding yourself with this village that is relatable is really a fantastic thing for you and a really great way to start preparing yourself for these future conversations.
I think it would be great for Silas to see some other families that look similar to ours. I think that would be really great.
So as Silas gets older and you continue having conversations with him, what's an important message that you impart?
Well, I think we want him to know that families may look different. Our family might look different, but the common denominator is love.
It's wonderful if you can show Silas through visual representation how this family has come together in this beautiful way that it has. So I have a scrapbook that has pictures of you guys and the journey so far with Silas and extra pages for what's gonna come. So I would love to bring Silas down to be able to share in that experience together. So should we go get him?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Great.
I think it's wonderful that Steve and Ryan are approaching the adoption topic right away with Silas. It's not necessarily gonna stop the fact that he's gonna grapple with the fact that he is adopted. But what's important is that he's in a home where transparency and communication is key, and he will always know at the end of the day that he is loved.
Hi, Florence Ann. We hope you're doing well. We wanted to give you an update. Since we last met, we have been reaching out to various LGBTQ+ support groups. We've been trying to build a stronger network through our friends, through social media, and through our adoption agency. We've also been adding to the book that you started for us, and it's been really helpful in helping him understand our family and talking to him about adoption. It's also helpful for preparing him to be a big brother, right?
Yeah, although we haven't heard anything yet, as we learn through Silas's adoption, we know that the right child is going to be out there.
Thank you again for helping us. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Bye. Say bye.
Bye.
For more episodes, subscribe to my YouTube channel and go to windycitynanny.com for more content.